Welcome back everyone, this is David Arroyo, and today we are going to be looking at the 5th entry in the Inktober challenge, Reset Access Denied, Day 5. Right, so the storyboard stayed pretty much the same this time. I've changed the camera angle a little bit, not by much, on the second panel, and to get the face right for the character also took me quite a while. Again, if you've been following from yesterday, I would have revealed that there were no character designs done for this project whatsoever. It's just basically, due to time constraints and stuff, it was basically just on the fly, and we'll see what happens. And sometimes you can do that when your art style is simplified. So and even then, take a look at, for example, the very first episodes of The Simpsons or Family Guy, and then look at a few seasons later, and you'll see how every face has been perfected and took them years to really get all these lines perfect. So even when you have a simplified style, it can be problematic. But when you're going for an art, like a realistic art style, like what I'm doing here, yeah, then you're really shooting yourself in the foot. So what happens then is that you end up basically creating or fixing all your mistakes on the fly, as I'm doing here. But again, I like the end result, so as long as the end result is fine, that's all that matters to me. Here you'll notice it immediately, like the face on the protagonist, on Asher, right now looks nothing like the final face. And it's also, because I realized, like, okay, this is not working. This is horrible. Another thing that I also learned is when creating too much or adding too much blacks, when your image is, like in this case, there's too much black, it's too dark, then it doesn't create a good balance. Here you'll actually start seeing that I've decided to rework his face altogether. This time I said, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of more time, get it right, because I was going quickly. I had a good head start. But, I really just couldn't leave it like that. I thought to myself, no, this is not the protagonist. So there you go. So this is the improved face. But what you'll here see that, so the character in the front, in the foreground, he's completely in black. I've inked him all the way in black. And Asher, who's standing in front of him, he is too dark right now. His sweater is completely in dark, and when doing that, I really realized that you lose depth like that. So I got rid of that, and immediately already felt now that there is some space between them, because there is a really dark tone from all the way in the foreground, and now Asher has just a little bit of dark at the bottom. So an important lesson learned during inking today, on how to balance the blacks in shading. So there you go. This is the final image. As usual, you can always see the webcomic in its full on artofdavidarroyo.com. You can subscribe now to follow the next strip tomorrow. And thank you guys for stopping by.